GENO here to show you this epic Nintendo pickup I had recently from a buddy of mine over the weekend. Here it is, check it out. How's it going, guys? GENO here, and I'm just here to show you a quick pickup video that I just recently did. A buddy of mine named by the name Joe, that's a big collector in this area, and he's actually in and out of this area now because he works out of the state. I hit him up because I recently got a cartridge that I know he's been looking for. It's not really the name of the game itself, but it's a game that I guess means a lot to him because it was a friend of his, and I guess his brother passed away, and all of them have G.T on them. I think it would mean George and Tommy, if I remember correctly. But I know he's been looking for them, and I found one, and here's a picture of the one that I found. And I know that he's been looking for them drastically, so every time that I could find one, I want to try to get it to him when I can. And if anyone has any more of these out there, send them to me or let me know, and I'll take them off and give them to him, or he'll figure out a way to get them. I'm sure he will, because that's what he does. And he actually went to meet up with me, and he brought me in some of his doubles and all that, and I bought a ton of stuff off him. So here's what I got. Start off with Rollerball. Got a Rollerball map, which is pretty neat. I like getting stuff like this so I can complete more games. Manual I don't have, Claymates for Super Nintendo. I got a manual for Secret of Mana, complete that game. Justice League manual, I don't have that game. Snow White manual, I don't have that game. And the manual for Darius Twin, which I have the game, I just need the box too. Going to NES manuals here that I got. These are all completed games. Trident Warrior 2, a little bit of writing on it, but that's alright. Roger Clemens MVP Baseball, Short Order Eggs Explode, Moffat Conspiracy, Ren and Stimpy, Magic Darts, Double Dragon 3, Strider, Treasure Master, which went drastically up in price, Rainbow Islands, Low G-Man, Monster Party, and Bad News Baseball. Some more manuals that I got off him. This also completes some other games too. I need another Link manual for one of them. City Connection, Empire, Rygar, which is MC Kids, Defender 2, G.I. Joe, Goody, Sky Kid, Videomation, Volleyball, Hollywood Squares, Nightmare on Elm Street, probably one of the best LGN games on the NES, Mario Andretti World GP, Super Pitfall, Snoopy, The Flintstones, Urban Champion, Tennis, Tiny Toons, Zexel, Gilligan's Island with some writing on it, but can't be that picky. Wheel of Fortune Vanna White, Demon Sword, Adventure of Tom Sawyer, Pac-Mania, and this is the map to Ultimate Exodus, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I thought it said when we looked it up. So that's pretty awesome. And I just destroyed this holding it back together. That's alright, there we go. I also picked up a couple empty boxes for games that I do need. So if you have the extra cart or disc for these, let me know. Captain America boxing manual, pretty nice. And box and manual for Lunar Silver Star Story. All I need is the disc. So if anyone has the cart or disc to these, hit me up. I am interested. Next, I move into some of the. Well, let's do these. He actually had two games that I needed, surprising or not, for NES. One was Blackjack, so now I need the box and manual of that. Label upgrade for Thrill of Safari, which We all know where that came from. Buddy of mine's store. And Touchdown Fever, which I have a box of this. I've been looking for this cart forever, and it's hard to find one that's in good condition. For as cheap as it is, it's not easy to find. And that's, well, really 2 more games off my NES list. So that puts me down to only needing about 8 carts now for the license set. I believe it is 8. So we're getting there. Next is some Super Nintendo games and I got off him. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Killer Instinct, Star Fox, Super Punch Out, Earthworm Jim, and Super Empire Strikes Back. That's just the loose cartridge ones. Staying with Super Nintendo. Some more that off them. Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2. These are all complete. Mortal Kombat, Super Mario All-Stars, and Super Double Dragon, great beat 'em up game. And some more I got. Actually, these 2 are pretty neat because one of these I got off of him, and this is Empire Strikes Back complete in the box. This one I got off Joe, and this one was mine, and I needed a manual for mine, but then when I actually looked at them, I realized that they are different. One is JVC and one is THQ. Not only are they different, the carts are labeled differently, the boxes are labeled differently, and the manuals are labeled differently. So, was not aware of that, so now I'll be keeping both of them. I also got a box for Killer Instinct, so this completes my copy. This is 100% complete with the music disc in it, and a cart and all that. Earthworm Jim I have now completed. I have the box for that. Brawl Brothers I got complete. Primal Rage I got complete. I took the box for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, so now mine is complete. Took the box for Total Carnage, now mine's complete. And the box for Street Fighter 2 Turbo, now mine's complete as well. That completed quite a few Super Nintendo games for me. And next we go back into NES. And these are the cartridges that I got off him. All goodies. Metroid, Rescue Rangers, these are all extras for me. Shockwave, Contra, love Contra. Batman Returns, good beat 'em up. RoboCop 3, the harder to find RoboCops. Bomberman, Cartoon Workshop, one of the hardest Tiny Toon games to find. Bubble Bobble, complete classic. Metro Island 2, Darkman, Double Dragon 3, Batman, one of my favorite Batmans, in 1942. Next we have Link, Metro Link, Zelda 2, Beetlejuice, wish it could have been half as good of any other LJM game, huge letdown. G.I. Joe, American Hero, great game. Star Wars, Kid Icarus, one of my favorites from as a kid. Another Thriller Safari. Popeye, great. I love the black box games, that's where we're in now. Donkey Kong, Ice Climber, Wrecking Crew, Balloon Fight, awesome game. Cuckoo Land, and Crash and the Boys, and Last Action Hero, 2 not common games at all at the end there. And the rest of this is going into my collection. These are all empty boxes, and some I already have the manuals to. Pretty psyched about them. Miss Pac-Man. I was really psyched to get all of these. This definitely adds to my collection. Defender 2. Tiny Toon Adventures. Abadox. Great underrated game. Good shooter. Renegade. Billy Allen's NASCAR, which he was amazed that I didn't have that. Robin Hood. Ghostbusters 2. Pyramid. Solemn. Karate Kid. Videomation. Hollywood Squares. Breakthrough. Ski or Die. Peter Pan and the Pirates. Commando. Section Z. I'm silly. It's too late. Star Soldier. Amagon, however you want to say it. Rocket Ranger. Silkworm. Total Recall. Rygar. F-17 Strike Eagle. Or 15, geez, I am out of it. Flight of the Intruder. Donkey Kong Hang Tag back. I tried getting one of these multiple times off some people. Always fell through. WCW Wrestling. MC Kids. Minty as all hell. Captain Planet. Avengers. Super Minty. Captain America. Pac-Mania. That completes all my Pac-Man NES games now. This is actually a box upgrade for my Simpsons, Bart, and the Radioactive. So mine's a little jaggy. Dragon Strike. This is 100% complete now. I have all the all the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game. I have them all now complete in box. DuckTales, which you was amazed I didn't have this one. I have DuckTales 2 complete. Now I have DuckTales 1 complete. And now I have both G.I. Joes. Well, I'm missing the manual, but I'll have the one to the Lambs Factor very shortly. And I just wanted to thank Joe for the great and awesome deal on this. It definitely helps my collection, and it's going to definitely help add to my collection after getting rid of some of these doubles that I got off him for an amazing price. And if you guys see any of these cards that have GT written on them, let me know down below. I would be happy to buy them off you. If not, I'll tell you right where he's at to get a hold of him, and I'm sure he will take them off your hands as well. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.